What's up, everyone? Welcome to Humpday Hangout.
What's popping, y'all? What is going on? We got the homie Marques in the MF house. Once again, we get Marques on the show, what, every like 3 months or something like that?
Yeah.
When was the last time?
It was like 6 months ago.
For real?
No, I don't know.
It wasn't that long, was it?
No, I think it was like 3 months. When I looked on mine, it was like 5 months. But I think he was on your channel last time.
He was.
So I think it was like 2 to 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
flying.
Yeah. It flies. Dude. Like when January hit, right? It seemed like it became March, right? And then taxes and all that stuff, and then it was the middle of the year, and now shit, we're in the fourth quarter. That it's just crazy.
We're here now.
It's crazy. It just blows my mind how fast time goes, and you get so locked in your flows and routines. Like you look up and you just don't know what the hell happened to the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's wild. So happy Hump Day, everybody. Happy Wednesday Hump Day Hangout. We're here with my sis Regina, Michelle, and the homie Marques is back up in the house. Card hunting guy is in the house. What's your not Snapchat? Is it Snapchat? Not Snapchat. TikTok. What's your TikTok name?
Thrift and Flip One.
Yeah, Thrift and Flip One. Yeah,
Thrift and Flip One. Yeah, TikTok going crazy.
Yeah, TikTok. Let's jump before we're gonna say hi to everybody in a second. I do want to ask you this. So, how long you been on TikTok?
Man, I was on TikTok since Musically before they switched over. So I was on Musically. My first video probably like I can look at it. That's probably like 2016 or 2015. I don't know. So I had it back then, but I haven't been using it. I started using it real heavy, like maybe a year or two ago.
Right.
And I started using it again, but I wasn't even using it in 2020 when most people hopped on. I just had it, but I just wasn't really using it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So why? So how many subscribers you got now on TikTok?
I think 11,500 or something.
So how did you build your TikTok following? Because what I've noticed, I know Regina, how many followers you got on TikTok?
Like 1,700.
1,700. And did you? I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, and everybody in the chat as well. Like what I've seen, since I'm a newbie on TikTok, what I've seen on TikTok.
Glad to see you there. Excuse me.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to be. Look, I'm surprised I waited so long. Because I was against it because I didn't want to take on another platform, right? It's just too much. But the short form is truly the best way to go, honestly, to get traction on anything. And I've seen that. So I have to embrace that fact to get into the short form. And it truly is. It's the easiest thing in the world. You can make a quick video in like 2 seconds, drop it on there, and within 5 minutes you can have 500 views. Like it's crazy how that works, and you truly don't have to do nothing on there. And tell me if I'm wrong, guys, and everybody in the chat. We're gonna get to everybody in the chat again. Shout out to y'all for showing up every single week. But truly, what I've seen is just posting consistently on TikTok. Is that what you guys see out of that?
Yeah. You got to do it consistently for sure. And is there an echo here?
Yeah, a little echo.
A little bit.
Consistently, yeah, for sure. Do it consistently, and also try to stick to whatever you want to stick to as far as kind of videos you're putting out, so people know when they come back what your channel or whatever your page is about. So try to stay consistent with that, and then just give some good information, and it will go to the right place. TikTok, they put the videos to the right place. The right people that are looking for that kind of video or that kind of audience or whatever that audience is.
Right.
You just got to tag it right and make sure you're doing your videos and just put it to the right people that need to see it. And then if they want to follow, they follow, and you just build from there.
And it don't have to be a masterpiece, right? You can legit just quick clip, put the right title in there, and it's not like YouTube where you got to put you just put your right hashtag, whatever it is, garage sale, whatever it is, and then drop it out. Regina, I've seen you've been doing a lot of a day in the life type stuff. Like how are you feeling about your TikTok?
At first, I felt like it was I was getting a lot of followers real fast, but now it seems like it kind of slowed down. I guess because I be off and on, maybe because I stopped producing as much.
No, it's not as easy to get followers that it used to be. It's hard to get the people to follow you. They watch and like it, but they won't follow.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
They don't follow. It's hard to get them followers. They come through. If you do lives, you could do more lives too. You can get some more followers doing lives on there. But yeah, they don't come easy like they used to. You really got to put in that work too, especially you want to keep your views the same, kind of consistent, whatever that is. You got to do it every day.
Yeah. I be trying to do stories and stuff like that, and I got a few subscribers through the stories, but you right, it's not as frequent as it was before.
Yeah.
I may try to do some lives over there.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it. Why not? Shit. Who cares?
I've been slacking on my other platforms too, though. But
like what?
Like my YouTube and my IG. I really slowed on my IG because I was more focusing on that TikTok. I was just pumping them out over there instead of pumping it out on my IG. So it is what it is.
Just repurpose them joints, man. I know Instagram hates when you drop a TikTok video on Instagram. They hate that shit. But I don't care. I just take it and just drop it on. You know what I'm saying? I just repurpose that stuff.
Yeah.
That's all you do. Hey, look, before we get any deeper here, let's go in the chat. Let's say hi to everybody, and then we're going to get right back. Thank y'all for hanging out again. Wednesday Humpday Hangout. We got the homie Marques in the house, and of course, we got my sis Regina. Regina, let's go over here. Let's say hi to some folks, and then we'll get right back to it. Who we got up in here? We got the homie Jeff in the house. What's going on, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff?
AKA eBay Addicts. eBay. If y'all didn't know, eBay came out to Jeff. That's like, look, let me tell you something. You can't use our name. They said, F, what you talking about? Were you talking about eBay? That's great, but you can't use our name. We appreciate you and thank you kindly.
They did.
eBay don't be playing.
It was like enough is enough.
They did. We got Duncan in the house. Duncan VR, he said, wife 8 here. We still have Duncan locked up. My man been putting in work. We still got Duncan locked up, tied down to the bed for our pleasure. We ordered 37 pizzas. Everybody has high cholesterol and high blood pressure. Looking for 444 hustling tips from the homie Marques today.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot going on in the house.
This dude been putting in work, Marques. Duncan been putting in work since last week, man. I don't know how his penile structure hasn't fallen off. I don't know. He puts in work. We got Miss Shay Shay in the house. We got Lachey is in the house. How are you, my friend?
What's up, Miss Lachey?
We got Shay Shay in the house. We got the big homie Keith in the house. What's going on, Keith?
What's up, Keith?
We got the wonderful Miss New England Betty Boop in the house. Lisette. She says, happy hump day, beautiful people. Hello, my gorgeous family. Derrick, Regina. Welcome back, Marques. So nice to have you here.
What's up, sis?
We have Ellie in the house. So what is going on?
What's up, Ellie?
She said, finally back to catching lives. Glad to have you back in the flow. We appreciate you joining us.
Yes.
Always appreciate having you in the house. We got Thrifty Pia in the house. Pia.
What's up, Pia? Pia has a live show tomorrow.
Pia has a live show on.
It's a new app. Put it in the chat, thread. Pia, the new app that you're on.
See,
I
there's
think
this
it's Jumble.
app. Have you heard of that, Marques?
Jumbo?
Mm-hmm.
That's a new app?
Yeah, it's a live selling platform. I might be saying it wrong.
Jamo or something. Hey, we're gonna drop it. They'll drop it in the chat. I never heard of it.
It's popping?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't join any more live selling apps. I'm done.
Fanatics has came out. Fanatics is coming to challenge.
Well, what is that?
It's Fanatics, like the clothing, all the
really?
sportswear clothing.
Yeah.
They just took over. Fanatics took over Tops and all that. They had a lot of drama going on with the sports cards and stuff like that. So they took over sports cards. So now they got their platform too, like Whatnot. So a lot of breakers are going over there doing some sports card breaks. Gary V's over there with his V Friend stuff. So that's another live platform.
Okay.
Wow.
And this is thing they got money behind that, heavy money behind that.
Yeah, Fanatics it ain't no little whatever this company y'all just said. No disrespect to that company, but it's not on the same level.
But even Whatnot. Even Whatnot. Yeah, Whatnot has its faults as well. The problem I've seen, and we're gonna go back and hi Cheryl, how you doing?
What's up, Cheryl?
Beautiful Cheryl is in the house. What I've seen and Whatnot grew really fast, and they're still running it. I feel like they're still running it like a family-owned business. They haven't structured even the lives that they do, their employees that they put on. Like it's a lot of times it's unprofessional, it's unorganized. That's just how I see it. I'm a stickler for organization. And I feel like if you're going to be successful growing something, at some point you got to take a step back and run it like a true business and stop doing all this mom and pop shit. Like if you're going to grow it like you want to grow it. And that's what I see. I see a lot of mom and pop shit. It's not as structured. To me, it's not as structured as it needs to be. There's nothing wrong with letting people have freedom where they can show their personality and stuff like that. But in the same sense, you got to have more structure to it. I think Poshmark has a lot more structure than Whatnot has, because they have Poshmark money. There's big money behind that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's publicly traded.
And it's there you go.
There you go. The Whatnot is still private, right?
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not sure.
They didn't go to the stock market.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is, because you got that's when you'll see things tighten up. People got real money into it. They like, look, you got to
rules change when they get corporate. Everything changed.
Yeah, it does. And look, that's not bad. It's not bad. It really isn't. And that's why I say that, Regina. We got Lisa in the house. Lisa.
What's up, Lisa?
Hi, Lisa. We got Christopher Nutter in the house and the beautiful Shar in the house.
What's up, Shar? I got your package today. Thank you so much.
Nice to see you, Shar. Nice to see you, Christopher, in the house. Thank you for hanging out with us. Now we got Adrian Williams in the house. What's going on, homie?
What's up, Adrian?
We got Hustlers. Hustlers is in the house.
What's up, Hustlers?
We got the big homie Andy. So Meta is in the house. Hey, Marques, was that your first time meeting Andy up in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun, man. Yeah.
What's up, Andy?
That was fun. We got Callie, reseller Louise in the house. We got Louise. What's going on, big homie?
What's up, Louise?
That's my bro right there. You know, he's gonna start. He has an auction coming up. He's bringing back the auction. He has one coming up, I think, next week.
Okay.
So good to see Louise. Yeah, Louise back. Yeah, he's back on the ground, and he's gonna throw another auction up there.
Get it.
Get that shit, man. We got Melissa in the house. What's going on, Melissa?
What is up, Melissa?
Beautiful Melissa in the house, and we got the lady with the most beautiful smile on the internet. We got my reseller treasure, Brandy, in the house. What's going on, Brandy?
What's up, sis?
Brandy is in the house. Yes, yes. Let's see who else we got. We got Jules. Jules in the house. What's going on, Jules?
What is up, Lisa?
Guys, if y'all not following Jules on Instagram, you should follow her. She's very transparent on the performance of her eBay store. She dove into it a little bit more and found out some information as to why her eBay store wasn't performing how she wanted to. And always remember, let's throw this out here. And the filter is going to come off real quick. Always remember, stop being bitches. All right. If you're not making sales, it's your fault.
Hey.
The end. Stop blaming everything else on everyone. It's your fault. It's your fault. Ain't nobody else's fault. Yeah, it slows down. When eBay does some weird stuff, when they're doing some stuff with the algorithm and they're changing some policies up, it does slow down a little bit. It has a small adverse effect on it. But overall, it's you. You are your main enemy. You are your main problem. You figure it out. You figure it out. It's your fault. Ain't nobody else's fault but yours. And that's that. We have Hustle. Let's read what Hustle said real fast. Hustle said, don't, he's talking about TikTok, don't have it. I don't like it because it's doing more harm with them dangerous challenge, killing these young teenagers. Yeah, you got to watch your young kids, man. These young kids are super impressionable. And if you don't have, if you're not involved in their life, like you should be, or having conversations with them, yeah, they go out and do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Just like with anything else,
They had some type of potato chip challenge. It was some type of spicy chip.
Yeah, that spicy chip been around for like 3-4 years now, and it's
Somebody
been knocking.
Died from it though.
Yeah, it's been knocking people out for forever though. Like it's been hot. It says it on the package. Like you have to be 18. I think, don't you have to be 18 or older to buy that, Marques? Like from the store.
And I can't think of the name of the chip.
The one chip, the Pacao one chip challenge.
I don't even know what that is.
You haven't seen the one chip challenge?
No, I don't be watching like a lot of that stuff. So my algorithm is like resellers and other stuff. Like I don't be seeing the challenges and all that other stuff.
Yeah, no, it's one chip. It's a single. It's been around for a few years now. It's one chip. It's hot as shit. Hot as like super hot. And you have to eat the chip. Like it's been on TV and everything. Like you have to eat the chip and
hell no.
You can't drink anything for like 5 minutes, but it's super hot. Like they're out there giving it to crackheads for like $5. Like it's crazy. It's wild. So I wouldn't recommend that shit to anybody.
Right.
No, thank you. I'm not trying it.
Shout out to my mom. My mom's in the house. What's going on, Mom? She said, hello, everyone, on this beautiful day. That's right. Hit that thumbs up, guys and girls. We appreciate it. Thumbs up are free. Yes, yes, yes. Jules said they are giving TikTok Shop priorities. Yes, they are.
Yes, TikTok Shop
How
is
do
popping.
you get on TikTok Shop, Marques? Do you know?
I think as long as you have enough followers and stuff, I think
you have to have over 10,000.
I don't think it's that one. That one is not. That one is like you can sign up, I think, and just have a TikTok shop if you have something to sell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that one you need a lot of followers.
It's not like Instagram. Instagram, you need like a certain amount of followers and shit like that.
But TikTok, you need a certain amount if you want to get monetized over there.
Yeah.
So I got monetized a little while ago this year.
Mm-hmm.
As far as there's a TikTok beta program, they call it.
Are you making any money off of it?
Yeah, every video over 1,000. It's whatever they pay you for that. Pay you once a month if you meet over $50. I think is the cash out.
I heard that. Cash me out immediately.
I know, right?
Give me all that $50. Yeah, give me all that 50.
Whatever it is, they're trying to monetize everything.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. You should monetize everything. We got Duncan said, wife 6, no pizza for Duncan. He's on a diet. Duncan, Got to keep you lean and fit, man. To put in that hip work, you got to get those hips oiled up, man. You can't be out there thrusting and pushing without getting them hips oiled up. You got to warm up, homie. you gotta warm up. Who else we got up in here? We got Mountain State Pickers is in the house. What is going on?
What's up, Jane? There she is.
Very nice to see you. Thank you. Oh, there it is. It's called Jamble. That's the name of the site. It's called Jamble.
Jamble.
There it is. Make sure y'all check that out. Check out Jamble. See what that's all about. I never heard of it. We got Roman in the house. Anytime Picker is in the house. What's going on, Big Homie?
What's up, Roman?
Good to see you, Roman. Let's see. I'm scrolling down trying to see if we missed anyone. Melissa said there ain't enough tea in India that make me eat that damn chip.
I know, right?
Nah, yeah, it's called Pickle Picao. Yeah, that's it.
YouTube got a free editing app.
Yeah, they do. I saw that. Yep. Jules said, I think I saw that. As you pull up your videos, if in the corner it says edit, you can edit it now. It has a limited things you can do, but it does allow you to edit your video. Jules said you have to have over 1,000 to start a shop, then over 5K to make promotional videos for TikTok shop items. Okay, good information.
Okay.
Mountain State said, I believe Jambo only works with iPhone currently. Supposed to same thing with when Whatnot came out. It only worked with iPhone in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And then they kind of spread it out. Jambo's been around since 2021. I guess they're starting to really push it now. See, I didn't even know this. This is
everybody in competition.
Yeah, this is all new information to me. All new information. Guys and girls, if you're just jumping up in here, we're here with the homie Marques. All this information is below. Marques is a serial entrepreneur. We got Cha-Ching King in the house. What is going on?
What's up, Scott?
But why is Derrick pointing at me? Cha-Ching King is in the house. Nice to see you. So Marques, let's put Marques up on the screen. Marques, let everybody know who you are, what you do. If they don't know who you are, let everybody know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you, big homie.
Okay. Yo, what up, everybody in the building tonight? Glad to have y'all here. Glad to be on this Hump Day chat. Get some knowledge, learn some knowledge. Just learn about this new platform for lives. My name is Marques. If y'all new here, if you haven't been, just an entrepreneur. What I really do is eBay, Turo, and Airbnb. So those are my three platforms I mainly be focusing on to make this money. Always flipping different kind of items. And yeah, that's it.
There you go. All right. Just like that. So let's jump. I want to talk a little bit more just being an entrepreneur in general. Let's touch on Avery Home Decor in the house. What is going on? Very nice to see you. So how's your I know you've been posting a lot more about other stuff. How's your Turo going? Oh,
let me tell you, man, about that.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Here we go, man. I need to say with my chest, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, pull them up, Regina. Do the three, put it to the side. Then don't you pull yourself up on the screen either. I already know what you're about to do.
Well, let me move him over so y'all won't see my big face.
Is that how you do it? Like, is that the first person to pop up?
Uh-huh.
See, I didn't know that. That's good to know. Oh, look at that. See, Regina taught me something. And we got Miss T with the T in the house. What is going on? Nice to see you. Look, Marques. So we just asked Marques about Turo. So he's about to dive into it. Let us know what's going on with his Turo. What's popping with the Turo, man?
Well, Turo, there's always something crazy that can happen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think I do a pretty good job of showing the good and the ugly. I mean, if you watch my Instagram, I show, when motherfuckers be banging up the car and everything. Uh, I, I, I didn't show the last couple ones, but recently, whatever just happened last month. What is it? Where we in? September, August, right? August 13th, I rent out my van to this guy. He didn't look anything specific. Like I didn't get any kind of weird vibe or anything, but I rented out to this guy for so 1 day booking. It was like Saturday, supposed to bring it back Sunday. So he took the van, and then it comes Sunday. He's supposed to bring it back 7 p.m. I'm like messaging him on the app, like, what's going on? When you don't come back, because some people be coming back late, acting up, right? So you might get an hour, somebody late, an hour or 30 minutes or something like that. So I messaging him, ain't no response. And then, once that happens, I just report it to Toro that they late, so they don't get an extra charge. They never came back that night. So the next morning, dude finally respond. He don't call me, and I'm like, where you at? He like, the van's gone. I'm like, the van's gone? What you mean the van's gone? Yeah, I got arrested, and they took your van. I'm like, how they took my van? I was at the border. The border patrol got it. I'm like, this motherfucker here, bro. Like, bro, the border patrol got my van, man. The van been locked up since October 13th. It's in jail. I don't have it back yet. I'm going through the process. Like a whole bunch of bullshit, man. Like, so my van is literally in jail. I got to go through the process. I would have never thought I would have to learn the process of getting your car from the border patrol or getting it back from being seized from the government.
God.
It's a process. So they don't do things like on the phone, like, hey, and send me the documents or whatnot. So I went down there Monday. This happened on Sunday. So I'm like, bam, I'm gonna drive down to San Diego to the border. I massed down to the border, like with my paperwork, like going to different offices. Like they got my van. Can you give me a case number at least? Because it was so fresh. I had to make them give me a case number, and they wasn't even supposed to give me a case number. So I called back the number, like, how'd you get a case number? Don't worry about how I got a case number. I got my case number. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, nah, we don't do it this way. We're going to send you a packet, and then when you get the packet, you got to send us the documents and send us back the documents. And then after we get the documents, we don't look through the documents. Then we don't send you another packet. Then you got to go there and sign that and send it back. And then we make our decision. I'm like,
what a decision.
Hey, the government don't do no phone calls. You got to do it the snail way. So
that's why nothing gets done.
It's through the mail. So I'm waiting on my packet. I just sent my documents like a week or two ago. So and then they say it goes by first come, first serve, and they got a bunch of. I'm like, how long they don't take? They got a bunch of cars over there. She's like, yeah, it's a lot of activity. So they got a lot of cars. So you don't know where in line I am right now. So it is what it is. The van is on lockdown. With me, when things happen like this, I don't dwell on it. There's nothing I can do. I stay positive, and I just do what I got to do to get whatever done, whatever process I need to do, get it done, do it right, and as fast as possible as I can do it, and just stay positive and all this craziness stuff that pop up. That happens to me. You know what I mean? Just running business, stuff happens. You just gotta. I just stay positive, man. That's the best thing I can do. I don't dwell on it. I don't get mad. You know what I mean? I just try to fix it. That's this. You gotta fix it and get it done. And I just do it with a smile on my face. I just can't let it bring me down. I gotta keep it trucking, bro. It's locked up. It's the first time I really had to pay my car payment for the car since I had it. I got it in like 2019 or whatever, a couple years. Right. It was the first time I really had to come out of pocket to pay the note because I'm making that money on Toro.
Right. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that's expect unexpected, right?
Yeah.
So does Toro have any policies that provides protection or anything?
It happens when I talk to my agent guy that they have people that work with you. My agent from Toro, he told me it happens more than it should happen. It happens. He worked on these cases before, so he's familiar.
Okay.
And like he just says, it sucks, but they did help me out on one of the payments, so I'm just thankful for that. And they give me the money
That's
for the
good.
payment. You know what I mean? But as far as getting recompensated and stuff, we have to see about that later because there's so many days that I haven't had it. It's already been over a month. It's already way over a month
Right.
already.
I knew it had to be something because you hadn't posted about it in a minute. Normally, I get one or two posts, one at least every couple of weeks about a Turo, and I haven't seen Turo. I was like, and I've been meaning to reach out to you about that. Like, yo, what's going on with the Turo? But damn, bro. Hey, shout out to Chanel Armstrong is in the house. Nice to see you. Thank you.
What's up, Chanel?
What is up? Doc Diggle is in the house. What's going on, Doc?
Doc is in the house.
Hey, Doc, I was going to try to hop on a flight. I was going to try to hop on a flight and come out there to your 1 year celebration. I think Lisette was looking into it as well and found out it was like on the 1st or something like that, the first week of next month. And I knew that there's no way in hell I could like pull it together that fast. So, hey, congratulations on the year being open once again. That's big time. I like to see what you're doing. Appreciate what you're doing. And I'm gonna pop up over there randomly on you. You're not even gonna know. I got to make sure your ass is at work though.
Yeah, it'll be next time.
Yeah. Yes.
Lisette says, Marques, it's a pain in the ass now, but nothing ever happens in vain. When you're about to elevate to the next level, the devil presents himself. That is so true.
Mm-hmm.
And just on that point, Marques and Regina, on that point, I got a question for you. Just as being an entrepreneur, so how do you stay motivated to overcome challenges like that?
Just know that dwelling on it or letting it get you down is not going to help me. It's just going to make things worse, and I got to focus on what's going to bring me more money since I lost that income for the time being that I was making. So I need to make it up somewhere else. So I got to go a little bit harder. You know what I mean? And that's my motivation, and it's all on me. Like, I ain't working for nobody. And, I got to make it happen for myself to bring this cash in. You feel me? So
right.
Ain't no time to be playing around and playing no games. Gotta get it done. I don't know. So I just stay motivated. I don't need no motivation. I'm just motivated already.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So that's a good question. I'm like that. I'm like that as well. And Regina, I'm going to ask you the same in the chat. Chat, this goes to you as well. We're this is an interactive show. If you never joined us on our show, we're super interactive with our chat. Our chat makes the show, and of course, our dope ass guests. We're just here along for the ride, and the show can take a left turn or a right turn. You never know where the hell it's going to go, based off of what people say. But going over what Marques said, and this is a question to everybody: how do you get motivated? So, like I don't need anyone to. Matter of fact, I can't listen to motivational quotes or people speak about that. It annoys me. That's just me in general, and I know it helps a lot of people because I'm so motivated to be great. That all I need every now and then is for somebody to be like, "You doing good," right? Every now and then, I just need somebody to just confirm my process on what I'm doing, right? That's all I need every now and then. Some people like the motivational speeches, man. Like, there's some great motivational speakers out there that put you in a whole zone. Like Regina and Marques, starting with you, Regina. How do you, in the chat, how do y'all stay motivated? What motivates you? What do you do to get you motivated, Regina?
I'm just a self-starter. I do what it takes to get things done. I'm the oldest child. I always been independent. I've never once my mom taught me how to do something. Once I got it, I got it. I'm not the person I don't like to ask for help. I like to do it myself. So with the motivational things, I will listen to people for them to inspire me. But I gain inspiration. But when it comes down to the work, I'm the person that's gonna work.
Gotcha.
And I
Makes
like feeling successful. That's self-worth to me, just doing things myself and accomplishing it.
Absolutely. Marques, what about you?
What's that? Staying motivated?
Yeah, like what gets you motivated? Is it yourself, or do you like listening to motivational speakers? Like what gets you in the zone?
Just myself, and then I will watch a couple videos here and there. The VCon is a lot of that, so I get a lot of that when I go to VCon. There's a lot of motivational speakers, not just that. A lot of like business speakers, so it's a lot of mixture of that going on when I go to VCon. So VCon is a entrepreneur conference, and they have a lot of business moguls and CEOs, the people that run in these big companies, that come there and speak. So yeah, so that was a lot of motivation just going to that thing, you know what I mean? So
Right.
that's basically how I stay motivated.
So yours is just surrounding yourself with just like-minded or more successful people than you are to get you there, right?
Always.
Right. And that's the absolute key, man. And it's nothing against, if you're going to be around people that aren't more successful than you, then those people will have to have that drive, the same drive you have to be successful. You can't be around a bunch of people that don't have drive to just be like, yeah, you're gonna be all right, man. I like what you're doing. You're gonna be all right, but had no input in what you're doing. Like, that's not helping me. I don't have time for that now. Like, you're not doing anything for me. If I can't get any motivation, if I can't look at you and get motivated from you, I don't want to hang out with you. And that's not being I'm not being an asshole, but it's keeping it a buck. Like, I'm at the point in my life I don't have time for that. I don't want to just hang out with you because you cool folks. Like, that's cool and everything, but if we hanging out for a reason. We're feeding off each other. I respect you. You respect me. I'm trying to learn what you're doing. I'm trying to get to your level, or like, we're bouncing ideas off each other just by being around each other. Like, that energy. There has to be a lot more to it than just hanging out because I think you're a cool person. You're cool. I want to. No. There's a lot of cool. I walk past a lot of cool people every single day, but you ain't doing shit for me. like nothing. Let's go to the chat, guys. What motivates you? We got a couple of comments here. Shout out to Ella. Ella is in the house. What is going on?
What's up, Ella?
The beautiful Ella is in the house. Chris Nutter said, I have Discord that we listen, chat. I know a lot of people that has Discord. I had a group of friends that I was on Discord with that we used to chop it up and motivate each other. It makes sense. He said it helps to get stuff listed. I like that.
Yeah.
Lisette said, I go through periods of self-motivation or being motivated by a select few motivated speakers. Honestly, I motivate myself often when I go back and read my old Facebook and Instagram posts. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's up, Connie?
Connie C is in the house. What is going on, Connie? Nice to see you, my beautiful friend. Pia said, prayer, family, and motivational speakers. Eric Thomas. Got you. I like it.
I like Eric Thomas.
Like it. Miss Osei said, I practice thankfulness and gratitude, but mostly remembering all the other times my faith and perseverance brought me through. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. Think about your lowest of the lows, man. A lot of people don't like to think about when they were at their lowest.
Nope.
That is great motivational. Look, I tell you, Marques, this is it's kind of off topic, but it's not. It kind of flows all together. Regina and Marques, even the chat. Regina, drop the link in the chat really fast because I think this is something that a lot of people aren't going to be able to type because I'm sure it's going to be deep. Regina's going to drop this link. If anybody want to jump on and share their story with us, it could be great motivation for someone. The question is to everyone is, and I start with you, Marques. Share a time, like talk is if you want to talk about it.
Paste it in.
If you want to talk about it, talk about a time like your lowest of the low, bro. Like your lowest of the low, and how you worked out of that low. Like it don't have to be anything with business. I'm just talking about it could be business or life. Just walk us to a time where you, if you feel like sharing, walk us to your lowest of the low and tell us about it, and then how you walked out of that.
Lowest. I don't know. Lowest.
Like he digging on that one. He digging.
I'm trying to think of something.
I'm trying to think of something. I don't been low so many times. I'm trying to see which one I'm talking about.
Right. Well, Regina, we'll go with you. Regina, do you have one you want to share?
Go ahead, Regina.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Regina.
Put yourself on the 3 screen. Put yourself up there, Regina.
I'm trying to think of which one. Shoot, I don't been low so many times.
Just give me one. Give us one, because it could quite possibly. What's up, Beaumont Picker? Nice to see you, big homie.
Let me see.
It can help. These stories, and the reason why I like doing the stories of lows is just a reminder. It's just a reminder to everyone that shit, we all hit the lows. Hell, some of us are still in the low right now. We're still in the low right, but we still find a way to work our way out of it. So, Regina, give us one.
I had when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had a very low moment. When I was questioning God and everything and all of my belief, because they told me my child was going to be born with deformities. And I still remember because, and I'm trying not to get emotional, I remember I was going to find the birth for her, and they noticed something, and they was like, you need to go ahead and get an ultrasound fast, because she has this certain diagnosis that when she's born, we're going to have a specialist in the room. I mean, it was just dramatic. She may be born with a short arm. She may have to have a respirator on. It was just all kind of stuff. And who wants to think about that when they pregnant? You going to get the birth to find the sex of your child, and they telling you your child is going to have a deformity that she may have to have what's the little tube and stuff to breathe with. And it was just really dramatic. So the whole time I was pregnant, and Connie can attest to this, the whole time I had to go get tested and have x-rays to see if the deformity was growing. I had to go like every 2 weeks to see a specialist, and it was just a burden. Like, it's like I couldn't even really enjoy my pregnancy. Right. And so I just started praying and praying and praying until I couldn't pray no more. And me and God just got closer. And I made you can't really make an agreement with God, but I was like, God, if I just need reassurance. So when she comes out, Lord, just let her cry real loud. And that's going to be my peace right there. That's where I will know everything is okay. So before the Kayla was being born, they had the specialist there, and they was like, we have a helicopter prepared and everything. I'm like, y'all, this is dramatic for real. I'm not making this up. They said we have a helicopter and everything to fly her in case she needs specialty. When Kayla came out, y'all, she was hollering so loud. And I was thinking in my head, I can't nothing be wrong with this child if she hollering like this. And no lie, she was, I don't know how she did this, but she grabbed the scissors out the nurse's hand and was hollering and screaming and holding the scissors, just screaming. But when my doctor, he gasped. He gasped. He was like, he did that when he was looking at her because he was like, oh my, there's nothing wrong with her. They was amazed that nothing was wrong with her. Yeah. But I had so much peace with God, and like the pediatrician, he was coming in wanting to meet my family. Like, I don't know what prayers y'all were praying, but I just want to meet y'all to see, because my child is whole and healthy. And that I was low during my pregnancy, but once she was here, I was all right.
Go ahead. And she's been screaming ever since.
And she's loud now.
That was a great story. I like that. Wow.
I like that. Go ahead there. We Doc said, Marques, you're gonna get through this crazy stuff with that car, man. You already know.
Yeah.
Connie said, best friend, we did not believe that report. Kayla is amazing.
Yes.
Said, to God be the glory. She's perfect. She's perfectly a miracle child. Hey man, shout out to TJ Love ladies in the house. What's going on, big homie?
What's up, TJ?
Did we say how to Beaumont Picker? Did we say how to Gil? What's going on, big homie? Go ahead then. Pia said my son was born at 26 weeks and spent 103 days in an NICU. Come on, man.
God.
Guys and girls, she dropped a link in the chat. If y'all want to jump on here and share your lowest of the low that you can remember, if you want to share your lowest of the low moment, please jump on. It could be motivation for somebody else, and also just explain motivation to yourself as to how far you've come. Marques, what you got, man?
Excuse me. Besides that Toro situation, that was pretty low. But what I got? Well, before we got into the year, as far as it's not really anything dramatic, but my eBay wasn't going how I would like it, so that was pretty low, right? My eBay wasn't popping off how I would like it. It was going into the new year, this new year. So I seen it wasn't performing like I was performing like I needed to. So I invested into, pulling these numbers up on my eBay. And I didn't do that until February. But if I didn't do that in January and execute it later in February, I wouldn't be in the position I am right now, because my eBay was tanking. It wasn't keeping up with my other businesses. I wasn't paying that much attention to it. Then I invested into learning more about it and how to do it the correct way. And now it's performing better than everything else that I'm doing.
Yeah.
eBay. And it was like Airbnb was performing the best before. Then it was Turo and eBay was last. Now eBay's first. You feel me? Because I've been focusing on it and doing the right way, invested into it. And I was pretty low as far as how I was feeling about eBay at the beginning of the year. And then I turned it around in February. And now we're sitting here in September, and I made more money than I did in my 90-day total than I did all last year. So
go ahead,
I'm just, I came from the low on eBay to, performing where I need to be performing and still going up and charting up. So that's all I got.
Go ahead. Why do I feel like I remember that? I remember specifically you talking about. I remember you used to talk about reselling eBay like it was nothing, because you was opening your Airbnbs. I've been following you for a minute. You was opening your Airbnbs stuff like that. You really focus on that. You was popping with the Turos. I remember that. eBay was always last. It was always last. And I think you said that one time. It was like you was not focused on it at all. At all. I remember that shit. I remember it. And what like when you dug into like your numbers and shit like that, what stood out the most to you about it?
How my worst day now is not even I didn't even hit that number for my best day in one day last year.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. What's your I'll share mine. What's your sourcing strategy? How many days you go out sourcing, Marques?
I'm probably like 5 or 6 days, because I list 105 a week.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 15 a day.
Go ahead. And so, that's funny you say that, right? People, you hear 105, they're like, damn, that's a lot. But when you break it down to each day, you know how those commercials do? You know, for just 70 cents a day,
yeah,
you can help a starving child over in Guatemala. Right? And then you break it down like per day, and it ends up being like $35 a month. But if you're breaking down per day, that's 15 items per day.
Yeah.
So it's not really a lot.
No, not when you have your processes right. So I got my processes right. I got my photos right. And I only sell clothing. I'm not doing no everything. So when I go sourcing, I'm just looking for clothes. I don't have to do no everything, because when you do everything, it is literally everything. It's a different photo process. It's a different packaging process. It's a different storage process. I got to have one same process to be smooth and fast. And that's what I learned. Not to be dibbling, dabbling and everything. Just focus on one and learn the item specifics, have better listings. All of that stuff matters. And that's what I did. And it worked, you know. So, yeah.
And can I tell you this? And Regina, I think I said this, Regina, and also to Lisette. You single-handedly, and you know I have so much admiration for you. You single-handedly motivated me to start selling clothes, and everybody knows how much I hate clothes. I hate clothes with a passion. You can't get me to sell shoes, but you single-handedly got me to start selling clothes. I literally have been picking up clothes and clothes. I had 5 sales on Poshmark yesterday. And I'm good at processes. So my process is I list clothing on Saturdays and Sundays. Those are my clothing days. Those are only 2 days I list clothing. I don't list them no other day. Through the rest of the week, I'm listing my toys and my hard goods, because that's my go-to. But yeah, man, I go hard in the paint on Saturday and Sunday on clothes. I've been hitting of course, the thrift stores, but I've been going to the garage sales and shit, getting a lot of clothes, and I picked up some pretty good pieces, being selective on the pieces I pick up. So yeah, thank you. I want to say thank you, man, for help motivate me on picking up clothes, bro.
No problem.
Right, no problem.
Derrick, are you gonna tell us your story?
Yeah, I'll tell you my story. It's for me, one of my lowest points was everyone knows I work for Ross and DD's, and I put in work for them. I did, man. I put in work. And I was pretty damn good. I was pretty damn good at my job. I can say that. You know, I out of the 4 years I was a district manager, I won district manager of the year 3 out of the 4. I was pretty damn good at my job. And so it got to a point when I ended up leaving Ross and DD's. We had a little house out here in Antelope, and I didn't know what to do at that point. When I left there, that's all I knew. I didn't leave on the best terms. That's all I knew. And I decided, I was like, man, I'm going to take some time off and try to figure out what I wanted to do. I tried to do DJing. You know, that's an entrepreneur of mine. I was still reselling. What is up, Derrick and Jasmine?
What is up, ATL?
What's up?
But I was just trying to figure it out. And at that point, I just had my son with my wife. We had this house payment to pay for, and I couldn't figure out the payment. I can't figure out how to get to. I got a job that I hated. Not making when you go from making like $240,000 a year to nothing. It's a lot. Unemployment, it's not the business. Unemployment is not the way to go, and I never want to be on the system. To me, it's been caught up in the system, and it just wasn't the business. So I was at my lowest point. So I got a roommate to move into a house with my wife and my son, and it just didn't work out, man. And so we end up losing the house. And I don't even know if my mom knew this, man. We moved into. Thank God I met a friend that I rode motorcycles with, and his homie had a hotel, man. We moved into a hotel. We were living in a one single studio room hotel. I lost my car. I was catching a bus. My wife wasn't working at that time. Just had a baby, and it was real. Shit was real. I was at the lowest of the low. I never crossed my mind for suicide or none of that shit. Of course, I love myself too much to ever think about that. But it was low. There's times I cried myself. Like I would go walking, I would literally just be crying, just full of emotion. I had a son. You know, I had my two oldest kids. Everyone knows my relationship with my two oldest kids, and their mother was tumultuous, and it wasn't the greatest. And I feel like everything was weighing down on me. My spiritual belief was already fractured at that point. So, man, I got a job at this check cashing place. I got a job at this check cashing place, and I was working there. I was catching the bus back and forth to the check cashing place, just trying to pay my rent at this hotel, and didn't have a car. Finally got a whip, a little beater. Got a car to get back and forth, to get my kids back and forth, my son back and forth to his doctor's appointments, and was still living in this hotel. Well, the homie at the hotel come to find out they was gonna sell the hotel to somebody else. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And had to figure out like a place. I had to get a place, and I was still working at this shitty job that I hated every moment of it. Somehow, some way, found a way. We got an apartment. My wife had to start working at this point. It wasn't a point. Either we were going to be on the street or she had to start working. If y'all didn't know my wife, her father, her family at that time was not talking to her. My wife is Indian. She's Fijian, and that's kind of against the culture. So she had got kind of disavowed from the family. So we literally didn't have nobody. Now my mom, of course, but I didn't want to put stress on my mom. So my mom didn't even know the struggles I was going through. We found an apartment. She started working. I started working. We got another car. We worked that shit out. We just kept grinding, and I got a better job. Started paying more. Reselling started picking up a little better. And we just figured it out, man. My grind never stopped. I kept my head to the wall, all obstacles. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Like it fucked me up. Like it really did. And that's I can sit right there and be like, yeah, that's when you know you're true friends. It was nothing like that because my friends really didn't know the shit that I was going through. Right. I kept that all to myself. And once I started realizing I have to let that go, sit the pride to the side, and I have to ask for help. At a certain point, you have to ask for help.
Right.
You do. You have to ask for help. Sit that pride to the side. Your ass gonna end up on the streets if you don't sit that pride to the side and ask for help. So I asked for help. I got a little bit of help, and I took that help and ran with it. And shit, you know, we persevered through that. But that shit is hard, man. It's hard. No matter what you're going through, if you don't have your own, if you can't believe in yourself, that's where self-belief is everything. You can have faith, in whatever you. But that's that point where y'all know what I say. Telling Jesus to take the wheel, but you have no plan behind that wheel. Then it's no plan at all. You got to have a plan. You got to have faith in yourself that you're gonna persevere through it, and you have to be realistic in your faith. You got to be realistic at the situation that you're currently in, and you have to be serious about it. If you're on the verge of being homeless, that's a serious situation. You cannot take that as a joke. You can't be like, well, it'll work itself out. No, it won't work itself out. You have to work it out.
Yeah.
You have to work it out. And thank goodness. Thank the Holy Spirit, whatever you believe in. I believe in the Spirit in general. Thank the Holy Spirit, man, that I've been blessed. Shout out to my mom with the strength to just have perseverance. We've been through some shit too. I've never seen my mom give up. Never gave up.
Yeah.
Gave up. And that's where it came from. That's exactly where it came from. Fuck my dad. I throw that out there. Let's just throw that out there. He ain't shit. And he would never be shit. And it's okay. It's okay to have a parent that ain't shit. As long as you acknowledge it and realize that they ain't never going to be shit and move forward at that point, then you're going to be all right.
Right.
And that's it. That's my story.
That's a big drop, Derrick. That's a whole entire life change.
Life.
Wow.
Life.
Whole entire
y'all had some heavy stories, bro.
compromise.
No, that was my lowest point that I've ever.
And I can understand. That's a thank God for asking help. For help.
Yeah. You get to a point you gotta ask for help.
Yeah, you can't not, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's like you said, put it to the side and just hey.
You got to put that pride to the side. Thanks everybody for the great comments. I'm going obviously after the show. If y'all don't know, we always go back and listen to the show and read the comments because I know in the show we're so caught up in the show. But thanks everybody for the motivation for all of us and for you guys. Now hopefully it's motivation for each other. That's the great thing about the show. We legit feed off of each other's energy and motivate each other every single day. So I appreciate that.
And Derrick, we got someone backstage too that would like to talk.
Go ahead. Let's pull them up. Let's let them tell their story. Guys and girls, if y'all didn't know, the question was, what was your lowest point in life and how did you work your way through it? We got Miss Lisette backstage. What is going on?
What's up, sis?
Hello, guys. I'm trying to keep the tears back because that was deep. Marques, you know it wasn't too deep for you, but I'm glad it worked out. But
that money, when that money,
the money is important. Absolutely.
All right, let's pull the setup.
Hello, everyone. Happy Hump Day. I'm in my car because it's quiet and peaceful. So we'll go back to. It's a very long story, but we'll go back to when I was about 33. So it was about 21 years ago. We had lived in Brooklyn with my daughter, was 6 at the time. Andrew Jr. was 3. We got into a very ugly family dispute. I got stabbed in my head by my sister-in-law, my niece-in-law, whatever. It was a whole big family thing. It was a process that had been going on for probably a year. My in-laws had passed away. And, when money's involved and people pass away and all this crap starts happening, we got kind of caught in the line of fire. So we moved. We were kind of homeless. We moved to my aunt's floor in her Queens apartment. And so we didn't have a place to live. It was just a very rough time. I was kind of still going through post-traumatic, whatever, the whole, not feeling good about yourself, being a new mom, and just a lot of crap was going on. not being stable. I was trying to open my first business, my first daycare business, and it was working out, but it was just very stressful. And of course, not having a home for my kids. So I did become suicidal. And it was something that stemmed from my upbringing. So it kind of came back. I thought I was past it. And they prescribed me pills. I don't remember what pills they were or whatever. Actually, I wasn't suicidal yet. I was like kind of very depressed, and I was just reaching out to the doctor for help. So it wasn't really that I was suicidal at that point. So they gave me the I can't remember what prescriptions they were, and they made me suicidal. So it was actually, I felt almost like an out of body experience. Like I kind of saw myself doing things that wasn't me. It was the weirdest thing. I can't explain it, but I believe that my belief in God and just my whole just faith and belief in myself, which is very important, Derrick. I'm like, this can't be what I'm supposed to be here for. Like, this is not who I am. So these thoughts went through my head for like the first 2 hours after taking these pills. So I went to the bathroom, I dumped them in the toilet, and I'm like, no, I can't. There's no way. Like, what happened to my kids? And just something within that week happened. And, I told my husband, I'm like, we have to, like, right now, do something. And we were having trouble getting an apartment. This was the other problem. The money was an issue, but it was where we were moving. I'm Spanish. My husband's Black. We were trying to get an apartment in a mixed neighborhood or whatever. So I would go with my husband, and they had no apartments. It was like the stupid, at this freaking time and age, and it was still going on. So it was just all these processes. And I'm like, nope, that particular week, I'm like, I'm going out, I'm getting us an apartment, and we got to get the hell out of here and save our family, like keep moving. Because at that point, I just felt like if I lost myself, where would my kids be? Like, So for anyone going through that, anyone having a new family, or just any thoughts ever of, not of harming yourself or anything, reach out to someone. Don't ever, pride will get you nowhere ever. Like, and yeah, just have faith and things will work out. That's all I can say. It's like a whole big thing. I won't get emotional about it, but you have to pull through.
And look at you now. It's a regular, everyday social butterfly out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try. I never want anybody to feel that pain and that hurt and that, I already came from a broken home. So finally, after having everything working out, to go back to that, it was like, no, this is not the way it's supposed to be. I have to break those chains. Like it can't be that way. So I distanced myself from the family that is toxic, because unfortunately, they're our family, they're our blood, but we don't choose them. They're just thrown to us. And I got freaking crazies on both sides of my family that I married crazy. So this is why it's very important. My friends are very important to me because of this, because I get to choose my friends. My friends get to choose me. So that makes us, better together and just, like you said, motivating each other, inspiring each other. And,
That's the truth.
Yes.
So, sorry.
No, I'm sorry for it. We talking real shit right
I'm
here.
talking too much.
No, you never choose your family. Let's say that. Right? Everyone says your family is your family. I don't give a shit. I didn't have a choice on that, but I do have a choice if I'm going to talk to them or not.
Right.
Right.
That's you do have a choice on that. Just because they're your family don't mean they good for you. That don't mean nothing. I think we've all had people in our family where we're like, nah, I don't fuck with them.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't want them around my kids. I don't want that influence on my kids. Like I tell them who their family is, but I'm sorry, we don't hang around with them. If you're older and you choose to be around them, that's on you. But I'm not on my watch.
And that's okay. And that's what it's all about. Well, we're glad you worked your way through that.
Yes.
And look at you now. You come out on the other end, a totally different spirit and energy that you put out, and it's all part of our story. That's what it is. Yes. It's all part of our story. We all got one.
That's right. Nobody would ever know because of your light, the radiance, the encouragement.
And you know, I give Lisette, make sure you go back in and read all the comments that Regina had been popping up on screen. Same with Marques, and same for myself. If y'all just jumping in, the question was, what was one of the hardest moments in your life, one of the toughest moments in your life, and how you made your way out of it? And that's we dropped a link in there. Lisette came on to share a story. Marques shared his story. Regina has shared his story. I shared mine. And that's what it's all about. Marques is a guest on the show today. His information is below. He's a friend of the show, a family of the show, been on the show hella different times. All you got to do is click his link below. Marques shared a story earlier about his Turo and how somebody was over there running kilos from Mexico.
They try to bring in immigrants.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They try to bring in immigrants, man.
Okay. If
And
y'all didn't know, Marques,
van, they probably
Marques
packed up the van. Like, what the hell y'all
yeah,
thinking,
they had to have like 100 in there. They have to have like 100. You know, in a Ford F-150, man, they got at least 30. You got a van, they have to at least have 100. they had a gas tank. They had someone underneath holding the gas tank with a Ziploc bag full of gas and a straw, just pushing it in
I'm gonna go. I'm out.
Thank you, Lisette, for sharing. We appreciate you. We got to get ready to jump off of this thing. Hey, shout out to Mize. Thank you for jumping in here. Thank you for joining us. Mize? We appreciate you, Mize. And last question for you. Who else jumped in here?
Julian.
What is up, Julian? He said, yo, I'm late as fuck. Nah, you never late. You're right on time, homie.
On time.
Right on time. Last question for you, Marques, then we're going to jump off of here, man. What advice? Who, mine?
Yeah, okay.
My light went on?
I don't know. It got dark for a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Is my light going out?
Yeah, it went out and came back on.
I think it's the computer light.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's my computer light. Yeah. Question for you, Mark. What advice would you give any entrepreneur just trying to start?
What they're trying to start, though? Anything?
Yeah. Just what advice? Just any entrepreneur trying to start anything. What advice would you give to them?
Just do your research, do your hours before you hop in to whatever that is. Do your research and then try to get with a group of people that's like-minded, you know, maybe to help bring some of that knowledge and speed up the process of whatever this new venture is that you're doing. Just put in the homework first before you dive all the way in.
All right. That's it. You can't get, when you're doing business and where there's money involved, you can't just dive in blindly.
Yeah.
You can't. You might as well play the lotto. Like you can't. You got to give yourself some chance to be successful, and then obviously one of the biggest chances to be successful is just starting, right? But you just can't start blindly. You got to do your work behind it. You got to do your research, and like Marques said, you got to partner up with people or do your research on YouTube. Shit, you can learn damn near anything on YouTube now. Put your hours in. Put your hours in and learn what you're trying to do, make connections, and then dive in and do it. If you're going to do it, dive completely in. Don't put 1 foot in and go halfway with it. Dive completely in once you do your research.
Yes, I definitely agree with the research part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, look, we're at an hour and 13 minutes, man. We got to get the hell off of here. Going around the room, Marques, you know how we do it. Thank you for joining us once again. You know, these shows take a left, right turn. We end up somewhere else. But Marques, give us something solid to sign off on, man. And shout out to Duncan. Duncan finally got free. His wife has let him loose. We appreciate you, Duncan, for getting free, man. Marques, give us something to sign out on,
man. Yeah, thank you guys for having me again. Thank everybody for tuning in, hanging out. I appreciate y'all stories that y'all said. Something going on as far as, let's say, reselling. eBay, as far as, you know, what I could say about that is don't put any junk into your store. You know what I mean? Just because it's cheap, don't mean it's right. And it should be going in your store. I had a lot of cheap stuff or whatever, not good quality items that I used to have in my store that didn't meet my business model. So do yourself a favor and don't put junk in your store to get these sales. Put quality items in there, items that are desirable, items that have good sell-through rate, and focus on that. Quality items in your store. It doesn't have to be a big store. Quality items, and that will sell fast for you, and a good profit margin. So do that and do your listings every day, or schedule them out. Do a draft bank for people that have regular jobs. That would be really good for you, so you can get your listings up. You just launch your drafts, and just be consistent. Do it every day, and you can start having your numbers go up in the right kind of way.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Consistency rules it all. Duncan said, tip, put cheap junk in your store at 85% markup. Duncan, yeah, that's a tip if you want to run your business to the ground. Lisa said, face your fear. We're stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Yes. Diana said, I'm late. I definitely will be watching a replay. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see you in the room. Always a pleasure. 3Jan said the vibes are deep tonight. Looks like I missed a good one. Man, you missed some good solid stories, big homie. But you know that replay button is there. It's definitely there. Let's see. What I have is not advice. This is my second rant of the night. And I'll leave it like this. Filters is off. If you have sensitive ears at this point, we're at the end of the show. Go ahead and jump off because I'm about to go in. Look. We talked about it last week about shipping, right? I posted how I ship my action figures in a priority box, and I put it in a bag. I'm talking about free priority boxes that they burn and that they throw away. We talking about these things. We talking about these priority boxes that people use for painting. That they use to throw at each other. We talking about these boxes that they have stacked up in the back of these warehouses with dust all over them, right? No one wants these goddamn boxes. These boxes are everywhere. Hell, they just threw away millions and millions of regional rate boxes that they could have easily given out, but they threw them away. These are recycled boxes. These are boxes that they have put together with other dusty-ass boxes to give to us for free. So if I choose to do whatever the fuck I want to do with these boxes, that's what I'm going to do with them. Don't hit me in my inbox. That's a federal offense. You know what else is a federal offense? You run your goddamn mouth right now. That's a federal offense. You break crimes, you break laws every single day. You drive and text. Tell me you don't do. You jaywalk. You give out your prescription drugs. Don't act like you never got a codeine pill and you didn't need them and somebody was sick and their tooth was hurting and you pass them over a codeine pill. You're a drug dealer now. That's against the law. You break laws every single day. Stay the fuck out of my inbox talking about some boxes. I don't come to your job kicking dicks out of your mouth. Telling you you should be a prostitute. All right? I don't do that. You want to suck dicks for a living, then that's on you. That has nothing to do with me. I sleep well at night knowing that you suck dicks. That's okay. That's your job. That's not mine. If you're happy doing that, be happy doing that. Don't talk to me about how I use my goddamn priority boxes. They're mine. I've been reselling for over 10 years. Over 10 years. Great reviews. Sending those cut up, recycled priority boxes in poly bags. And I'm going to keep doing it. Just like you're going to keep sucking cocks. Because that's your job. I won't come kick them out of your hand because I know you enjoy it. Stay out of my goddamn inbox. All right? The end. Miss Regina, what you got for us, my dear?
Wow. Y'all please stay out of Derrick inbox. He exposing everything about y'all. But I just want to say this. Derrick talking about that just made me forget what I was gonna say. But yeah, just thank you so much, Marques, for being on the show. I appreciate you. And thank you for everybody in the chat for always showing up. But I just want to just say this, be careful how you treat people, no matter how sometimes people would like to treat people a certain way because they feel like they are higher than that person, or because you have a higher status, or you feel like this person is insignificant to you. Be careful how you treat people, because you never know who you might need. You don't know how you are making an impression in this person's life, because you don't know who this person is going to turn out to be. People, we all have room to grow, and we're all on different stages, and you just don't treat people bad because you think they are beneath you. All right, and that's all I got to say.
Go ahead, man. You never know. You never know.
Never know who you might be offending, who this person gonna grow up or evolve to be.
And that's that. That's that. Well, thank all of y'all again for hanging out. The chat is the best. Marques, big homie, thank you again for keep us posted on that Turo shit. That's wild. I didn't even know that's wild as hell. Keep us posted on that. I'm sure you will. And you guys have a good rest of the week. Stay solid, stay safe out there. Happy Hump Day, and let's make it through another weekend and safe and sound. And I wish y'all nothing but prosperous sales and great business and whatever y'all doing. All right, be safe out there. Peace. We out.
Good night, everyone.